OG.
There's your other cup for all your beers. All right, then. What's this?
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Episode.
Are these your glasses?
We got a fucking sleeper already.
All right.
What is this? You come on the podcast and you leave trash. Like, come on, bro.
All right.
Joe Rogan would have already booted your ass by now.
Are you ready?
I'm here.
He's focused in. All right. Episode 8. Close Encounters of the Funny Kind. We have a special guest.
I'm the funny kind, in case anyone was wondering.
No one's wondering. You're hilarious. But we have Sam's father, Glenn.
My daddy.
We're going to see where some
Papa.
of the...
Papa.
Papa.
Where some
Your
of
son
the...
called me Pops a little bit ago.
Pops.
Pops.
He likes to change names. The other day he called me Mantha. And then slapped me on the ass and ran away. I don't really know what that shit's about.
The 4-year-old.
Well, he's 5.
The 5-year-old. 5-year-old.
Yeah. He's like, hey, what's up, Mantha? And then took off running. I don't know. He took the keys to my wallet. I don't know. Capital One called me the other day and asked me about some charges.
All right. Well, there's that, I guess. We got a couple beers here since everyone likes to hear Sam burp. That's apparently the most popular feature we have.
In case anyone was wondering, I have not washed the curtains. The mascara and the makeup are all still there.
Great. Show them what you got over there.
I don't really... How did we...
So Sam has... She purchased 2 beers to try. I don't know why.
Because we chose Coors, the banquet Coors. But I drank one the other night in preparation because I have my burp friends out there. Hey, peace. And it doesn't make me burp. No. So we stopped by Brody's. Shout out to Brody's in St. Johns County, Joint Creek. We jumped in and grabbed this magnificent burp IPA, 9%. Symphonic Chronic Double Dank. It literally says double dank.
Well, pour that thing in there.
I'm scared to death.
Was this a twist off?
Yeah.
When you had to pour that? Oh.
Remember my first
You might just scoot up, Glenn. I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you. You got to...
I'm a little...
Dad, you want to try the double dank?
No.
Oh.
So this is...
So in case anyone's wondering, as much of a drinker as I am, my father is not.
Unless it's margaritas.
This is margaritas. We found it at dinner tonight.
All right, so this is just the regular... This is not
I
Coors.
had 2.
You had one in a sip. I finished the other one, old man. I remember being white girl drunk, too.
It got it. A little bit. But this is just Coors banquet beer. It's not the Coors Light.
It's the beer of Yellowstone.
Yeah, the Yellowstone beer. And then Sam's.
Hey.
And then Glenn's rocking a regular Coke here.
Coke Alabama, Roll Tide.
That's right. All right, Glenn,
wait,
come on.
Now that
you're drinking, a little cheers.
If you're drinking that, does that mean you're going to put your jeans and boots on for me later?
Sure,
Rip.
sure. Maybe I get my cowboy hat out and, we'll role play, see what happens,
All right.
That tastes pretty good. Just normal.
Good Coke. Good Coke.
It's good. Tastes like regular Coke?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try that one. Let me see it.
That doesn't count.
That was all. All right.
I'm a little off. I haven't felt great all week, so I'm trying very hard to burp.
It's all right. It's not bad. To me, most of the IPAs taste the same. All right, let's try this.
Other than a car bomb, I've never had Guinness.
Is this a twist off?
No, I think Guinness is a pop.
Car bomb.
Yeah.
Irish car bomb.
With the whiskey in it?
With the Jameson and Guinness.
Oh.
You drop it in. That's the only time I've ever had Guinness. So I don't know what Guinness is like by
This
itself.
is just the Guinness Extra Stout. So Sam's never had one, so I said, well, let's get one of those. Instantly.
Number one?
It's just instantly.
One sip, one burp.
Oh, yeah, you're going to love this.
Oh, that's a dark bill beer.
That's what it looks like when I have a kidney stone.
That's not good. we gotta get that checked. That's not good.
Literally, last time I had a kidney stone, I'm pretty sure this is what it
Let me know what you think about that one. I've had Guinness. I like it. But it's like you drink like one.
Why does it look like a root beer?
You want some ice cream we can put in there? I got some vanilla in the
bet it
freezer.
does.
I bet that would be really good.
I bet it don't taste like
Are there
beer.
twigs and berries and moss in here?
It's hot. You want to warm it up for you? That's how they used to drink it. Just room temperature.
Oh.
I'll throw it in the microwave for a couple seconds.
Good way to shake your
Well,
brain.
that was before they had ice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they... Okay, well that's more than a sip, but okay. That was a big sip.
Here it comes.
Why is it so much? Like, you don't have to drink. Like, let me taste it. Here. This is probably just
You
traditional.
want to taste again instead?
No. I don't like dark beer at
My
all.
dad's not a beer drinker.
It's good. To me, Guinness has like a coffee taste to it.
Yeah.
You taste the coffee?
Yeah.
A little bit. It tastes like... So see, this is how the podcast typically goes.
By the way,
I try to talk and Sam
So
burps.
you talk for 3 minutes and she burps for 55.
By
3 minutes is generous. I feel like
By
that's-
the way, if anyone is actually watching this, my father, who loves me dearly because I'm his only daughter,
Really?
Jesus Christ.
has never watched an episode.
I watched part of one.
Tonight,
Well,
and my mother is in the background, by the way. She's like our Jamie tonight, so we need something thrown up there. She doesn't know how to do that shit, so we're just not going to tell her to do it.
Melanie's a big fan of the pod. She's locked in.
She's the one that commented spoon.
Do you want to finish this one? Or this one? I mean, I feel like I'm encouraging it at this point. Like, I don't know. Maybe you should just drink the Miller Lite. It's not good. It's not bad, right?
As long as you're chugging it.
Oh.
maybe there should be a meeting after this.
Like an A.
This is actually it. We're going to bring in about 8 of Sam's closest friends, and we're going to talk to her.
I have 8 close friends.
I don't think we so. We got some strangers and some people you used to work with. It's not.
Sam.
It's just, there we go.
There's gonna be a mop in
Yeah.
a room and a vacuum.
There's like a mannequin
Those are
that's
my
just like
friends.
standing
Let's
there,
be
like,
honest.
you know. We'll just pretend, you know, and that's fine.
I have Facebook friends.
Well, there you go.
We're just gonna do a Facebook chat.
At least you got that going for you. All right. Well, Sam,
That was disgusting.
I like the Guinness. I like it, but that's just me. Okay. Try to hold them in a little bit.
I did.
That wasn't even big enough to get a fork out of.
All right, you ready? You got your question over there?
Shit.
You
Wait.
said I have the question. I've got it.
All right, so here's the whole thing. Cody used to come up with the question today. I was like, that's not fair because you're prepared. You have your answer. So I started coming up with it, but by the time I come up with it, I forget about it by the time the podcast.
Because this is on you. Because you were like, I've got it.
This doesn't have anything to do with
I got
the
it.
burglar having the weird feet or something, was it? Did it?
The arsonist had
Arsonist.
oddly shaped feet. See, I said it that time.
Good job, Ron Burgundy.
I know what it is.
Okay.
If you can travel to any country, all expenses paid, where would you want to go?
America. Is it wrong to not want to leave the country? Just a lot of stuff going on in the world.
Okay, fine.
No,
what,
okay.
What state?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Glenn, do you have a thought on this, or you want me to go?
No, go right ahead.
I mean, I would like to see Rome. I think that would be cool. But my biggest fear with going to a foreign country is I don't speak the language, you know? So when you get there, I feel like Rome is, you know, there's enough people that speak English there. And I would love to see, all the, you know.
Well, now you just tell your phone to speak it.
Okay, you know.
Oh my God, the other day, one of my interns, she had her phone. We were trying to do, the market thing. And I was like, oh, did it work? Like, you had to, refresh it. And she showed it to me and was like, are you Spanish? She goes, no. And I looked at it, I was like, what is this Spanish? She goes, oh, no, I have to turn that off.
Yeah, that's not going to work. So that's
Her phone, immediately turned. I was like, I'm done. You have to call IT.
I think, but, Rome, maybe Ireland? I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot to do. England might be cool because everyone speaks English. There's a bunch of pubs and stuff. But there's nothing to, go see. You know, I feel like Rome would be.
England, there's nothing to go see?
No. There's a clock and a bridge.
There's a palace and a queen.
Eh.
Well, that may be
Stonehenge is near England. That would be cool to go see. I'd like to go see Stonehenge, but, you know.
Is that where
I would like to. No, here I'd like to go
That's
to see.
where they have
I'd like to go to
Stonehenge.
Mexico and see all the pyramids and stuff down there.
Just so we're clear. We use this a lot in our podcast.
What about you? What do you got?
I definitely would love to go spend, to be honest, I would love to go spend a month, if not longer, in Ireland. Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
I feel like I would fit in.
All expenses paid. I'd like to go to Hawaii. Is that just an option?
That's not a country.
I know, but America's the best. So.
Okay, well, let me know when you go to Hawaii. Maybe I can get my company to go.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be a little expensive, but I would go to Ireland for sure. Like,
I don't know if you could. There's enough to do in Ireland for a month.
Hunter boots, rain jackets, skinny jeans.
You're going to be drinking a lot of those warm beers, burping everywhere.
I'd be burping in some dark
Get to
corners.
where you like them.
You'll probably meet some competition out there. Those Ireland chicks will be
that's
like
my roots. I do have
chest bumping you.
I do have red hair, so maybe I'm Irish.
That's what I've always said. Sam has Irish heritage because red hair. Because red hair, you know. Well, Glenn's used to be red. Right now,
what?
It's more of a Santa Claus type of color. But back in the day, I'm told it was a red. It had a reddish tint.
It's like someone took an eraser into your red hair.
But that's where red hair.
Wait a minute, I got red somewhere.
Okay, not this kind of podcast. Whoa,
not so much. All right, so
let me do my Joey.
Whoa, back it up. But that's where.
Is that going to be edited out?
No, we'll keep it in. You want to pop it out? I mean, maybe we can do like the little blurb like they do on Cops where it's all blurry. I mean, I don't. We'll just.
It might be a little small signal.
Yeah. Well, they got pills for that nowadays, so you do what you can. But
Oh my God! Do you remember that one time you took my dad's Viagra?
It was Cialis.
Cialis.
Yeah.
It did not do what you thought it was going to do.
Let me just.
Wait, Dad still has to talk about where he wants to go, but go ahead. Go
let me
ahead.
just explain this. I was disappointed. Okay, and at the time I took it, I was like.
So was I.
I was like 24, 25.
Yeah, we were young.
I thought I was going to be able to punch holes in drywall. Okay, because I was like, I got a good setup here, and with this, I'm going to basically become Superman. So it was just normal, and I'm like, you need the curtains? Get the curtains. Right on the nose, like, but I was, I was hoping we were going to be able to hang,
I was really
thinking we were going to go stuff
home.
From it.
I thought that night after we left my parents, we were going to go home and you were going to rock my world.
It was just a normal world rocking, just adequate world rocking. But I was assuming I was going to be able to maybe take bolts, like rusty bolts off of machinery and stuff with it, or some type of, but.
It does it for me.
Well, but different age groups, But at 24, I was like, "This
I feel
is
like I'm being singled out."
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're not supposed to do elderly abuse.
I'm sorry. We promised there would be no elderly abuse.
It says the HR manager.
But I just
we don't talk about that on here. We don't talk about where I work or what I do.
I didn't say where you work.
I know, but we don't talk about what I do either.
Oh.
She's an HR manager, which is alarming. It's alarming, okay, that she's an HR manager. Okay.
Actually, I'm not anymore.
Right.
I used to be an HR manager. I used to be an HR director. Now I'm just an HR business partner.
Whatever that means. Glenn, where would you like to go if you could go anywhere in the world?
I don't know. Probably.
Callahan.
Yeah, Yulee would be good.
Texas, America.
As my mother is mouthing to him what to say.
I have no idea what she just said.
I don't either. She's really bad at that.
Russia. I'd really love to visit Ukraine, North Korea.
I'm kind of concerned with anywhere over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Because, rich people like me get kidnapped all the time. Yeah, they might
We are still waiting for my dowry.
Oh, I forgot to bring that tonight.
The key.
I was going to bring in the sheet.
The safest thing you can do is go somewhere where English is the primary language. But
Dubai.
But I feel like would Italy, Paris.
Yeah, something like that would be probably.
Like if somebody's paying for it, and pick somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be cool to go to Paris or
Would you be escargot?
Here's the deal. I might change my thing to.
Oh, if I tried it,
you would try it.
What about Italy for the food?
Yeah.
That might be the winner right there.
Mom says Bermuda. She's literally holding up a picture.
I don't know.
That might be cool.
Okay,
Greece,
Okay, wait a second. Wait, no. Time out. Just so we're clear. My mother wants Bermuda because she tans perfectly fine. She doesn't burn. This one is going to sit under a tent with long sleeves, with pants, and tennis shoes on, with a tent and sunscreen SPF 50 with a towel wrapped around him.
This is about Glenn.
And still have my feet burnt.
and still somehow get a sunburn.
Well, this is about where Glenn would want to go. South Korea.
So ignore
or
her. This is your safe space. You decide where you want to go.
Yeah, I'd probably stay in the U.S. if it was all paid for.
That's what I said.
I just stay and travel around the Midwest.
Dad wants to go to Utah.
Yep.
He wants to go
Wyoming.
I think that's the thing. Like a lot of people have said, like the United States has so many different like going to Colorado is drastically different than Florida. It's drastically different than New York or Texas or
even
like
California.
Yeah, there's so many different like climates and stuff. It's just a massive country, so there's a ton of different places you can go and have a good time.
I feel like
I would like to go. I would like to go to the Midwest before I was, almost 70. It'd be nicer to go when you're like 40, when you can, climb mountains and hike and get out in them.
Do it, do it up.
So yeah, I don't have a lot of desire to leave the U.S. I really don't.
I hate to disappoint everybody.
That was
Every
what
time
I
I
said.
want to burp, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Well, maybe you should switch over to the Miller Lite and quit drinking the IPA. All right. I got a video I wanted to show you guys. I saw this literally a few minutes before we started filming it, and it cracked me up. All right, so I'm going to give this guy... There's the dog. Hey, Bear. It's Dabber Goat, DAVR Goat, on TikTok, and this is absolutely hilarious. Bear, get out of there. Go over there. All right. So I got to show you guys this. This guy's played a VR game, which you guys have both played.
Bitch, why we got milk at the dinner table? And what is going on with this damn house? You still ain't told me why this shit was so cheap on Zillow. Girl, what is going on in this house? Bitch, I don't even want to go upstairs, low-key. That sound like the laundry room.
That's selling the laundry room.
I'll be right back. I should have sent your ass up there.
This ain't even in my skin color.
This ain't even in my skin color. What the fuck is going on in the hood? They on GD.
There's just a gun laying there. For some reason. Just in case.
I got a big ass gun. I ain't seen a motherfucker that punch a bullet yet. Bring your ass out. Running up my damn light bill. I see. Ah! Ah! The bitch ran at me. Dizzy help. Ah! The bitch crazy. The bitch. Oh. Ah. The bitch.
Knock the bitch out.
Die. Shit. Oh, damn, this bitch took a whole 5.56 round to the facial. Why she leave me up here like she didn't hear me screaming? Oh. Shit. Boy, that shit was just scary, yo. Bitch, you ain't hear me up there screaming? Let's take your ass with me.
So I found this. I watched like a couple of his videos, and he had he's got a bunch of where he's playing different games, and I just cracked up. So I got to figure out if I can tag him in it or something. But I was like, we've played the VR, and I was thinking, I don't know, he had a couple other clips where it was like that. It was his creepy stuff like that.
Well, you remember when I played the space one?
No, not specifically.
The what one?
There's a space one where you could free fall in space.
Walk.
Space
you're,
walk.
You're like on the space station.
Well, I jumped too far and my thing untethered and I went floating. And then the rock climbing one, and the 12-year-old that's sitting over here watching now, he can attest to this. When I did the rock climbing one, as you go and you progress, you have to it gets harder. Where you see the videos of those guys they're hanging by their fingertips and their feet aren't on anything, and they lunge themselves. I was at that point in this VR simulation thing, and I went and jumped and I missed it and I fell and I screamed and I immediately went into a ball of just thought I died in the living room on the floor.
You see the videos of the people running into walls and stuff, running away from. So Bear, I feel like we haven't done.
Can we help you?
I don't know if you guys can. Can you pick Bear up? so he could see him.
So this is our dog Bear. Bear the French.
Bear the miniature poodle.
There he is.
Bear the French Mastiff. Our hooch dog. He was my Christmas present a few years
Hey,
ago.
buddy.
Okay, can you go sit down somewhere? I know, we have a whole audience today. Can you go?
He's like, I don't know what's going on. There's too many people. I don't know why y'all are in
You
here.
can stay there if you want.
But the VR things are funny. After seeing these, I'm like, we need to look back in the Oculus and see if there's some new games.
Oh, you should take a video of me doing one because I'm buried.
We bought it 2 or 3 years ago at Christmas.
The first
I got
year
it for
it
you
came
guys
out.
for Christmas. Yeah. So
Let's rephrase that. You got it for us.
I bought it.
That one took it.
I bought it for the now 12-year-old and Sam, but we bought it and I said, well, this is just kind of like a family gift. And we played it a bunch at first, but then we've kind of backed off of it. But I think after seeing some of these videos, like this guy posted a bunch of different stuff, and I was like, we might have to log back into Oculus and see what's going on because the game seemed to have. You got it? You got it all out? Nope. Let us know when you're done. Okay. All done? Is that it?
For now.
Okay. All right. So we'll check that out. Maybe we can get a video of Sam doing some Oculus stuff, or maybe I can run into a wall. You know, I don't know. We'll see. See how it kind
I
of
could
plays
do
out.
it and throw up.
Oh yeah, you
They
get
make
motion
me sick
sickness.
it makes me so sick.
Go back there, Jax. Go back there. I got a video you can't see. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, oh, are we showing that video?
Yep. I'm showing.
Bye, I love you.
I'm not loved here.
Bye.
What are you doing?
I need a battery.
Oh my god, you need one for Xbox.
Ugh. Well, I can pay like
Okay.
here. Bear, come on.
I'm
That's
worried.
not the end of it.
Sam, I'm gonna be honest.
We have Mexican. This is just gonna keep
I'm
going.
worried about your gastrointestinal system. The whole
You
thing
should
is.
be. Everything's
It
coming
works.
out.
It works because it throws it back out.
Exactly. It's
I'm gonna be
always
honest.
coming out.
It's better than it going out the back end, but it's alarming that whatever's in those IPAs is
Oh,
throwing
trust
that
me,
much.
because of these IPAs, tomorrow it's coming out the back end. You want to talk about what happened last weekend?
I don't really.
All right.
I don't know if I really
real
belong
quick,
in this.
hold on. We're gonna do a side table real quick to our Jamie.
Are you in the shot? I feel
don't-
like you're very far away.
Mom, am I in the shot?
Yeah. So
It's about
So
right
this
there.
entire time I've been off to the side. Fuck you guys. Like y'all were trying to get me out of here. All right. Let me ask my Jamie. I'm gonna ask my Jamie real quick, which is my mom. What did our my great grandfather used to say about burping?
And more room on the outside than it is on the end.
More room on the outside than there is on the end.
I don't know what that means.
That means all this is empty, but all this is full.
So embarrassed.
Thanks
Jamie has left the room.
Glenn, thanks for coming. We really appreciate having you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Tune in. Like, what? What just happened? Jesus. All right. Let me focus back up. I gotta focus back up a lot here. Have you heard of Hawk Tuah?
Who?
Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah.
She's running for president.
Oh my god, we're going down this lane.
We're voting for her.
Well,
We might have to play this clip a couple times.
it depends on who she's running against. She might get.
She's
my
gonna
vote.
win. She's gonna get your vote. All right. All right. Here we go. I gotta show you this. We're gonna put these videos
Let
in
me
here.
put my
Put your
glasses on so I can
Are you
see.
gonna be able to see out of those?
Yes, I can see.
Make sure you can see.
Hang on.
Move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Did you hear what
Wait,
she said?
Wait.
Put them back on.
Move in
One more time. Or?
go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk
So this girl
spit on that thing.
has become rather popular online. One more
The one
time.
that just said it.
One more time. Yeah. Her friend's not bad looking either. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
She said thing, not thing. Funny.
So there's been a massive movement. We're pulling pretty hard.
For Hawk Tuah 24.
We're going to put her in the office, okay? We're done with Biden. We're done with Trump. We're putting Hawk Tuah in there. I don't know her name, and nobody does. She's a mystery lady, but we're behind her 100%
maybe
because of her enthusiasm.
Maybe we should try to find out who she is.
They've tried. They're trying to hunt her down online.
She's now falling off the face of...
This is a big thing. Sam, the curtains are not... We have paper towels, napkins... Sam, this is not a thing. This is not...
I have to get up to...
Maybe we should... going forward, we'll have some napkins for Sam to wipe things. Hawk Tuah, okay? But they're making up shirts, hats... You know,
I saw a shirt that said if she could Hawk Tuah, I don't want...
You saw what?
Somebody was making a shirt, something that said if she doesn't Hawk Tuah, she's... I don't know what the end of it was, I'm sorry. You'll call me off guard.
You okay?
No, that's hilarious. So Dad, have you not seen that video
That one hasn't made it to Facebook yet.
No, I wouldn't think so because I haven't seen it. So.
Well... It's coming. That'll catch up to Facebook and the boomers in about 6 months, and people are going to be alarmed.
Leading up to that video, she's on the same video with the same person, and he asked a question about like how do you get over an ex or something. She said you get under another.
Yeah, this girl. I'm going to be honest. This girl seems like a good time. I'd like to buy her a beer. She just seems like...
I don't think she needs a beer.
I don't think she needs anything.
I'm going to be honest. I'd just like to shake her hand and just say... Just God bless America. Thank you so much for your service. Because at a time like this, you're bringing the morale of the troops up.
Did you see the hat I tagged you in on Instagram?
This is Hawk Tuah 24.
It said Hawk Tuah 24, and on one side it said, what is it?
I don't remember.
Something on that thing. You
spit on that thing.
And then on the other side of it, it's a girl that's like bent over, sorta, and she's like spitting.
If Trump makes this his running office, this is the VP? It's a done deal.
If she's the vice president, I would.
It's a done deal. Trump's in with a landslide. Like it ain't even like there's no competition. Biden's just hoverboarding.
Talk about foreign policy.
Wait, we don't talk.
We don't need any of that.
Yeah, we're just everybody be friendly.
Yeah. We got Trump and Hawk Tuah, and they're back in the White House.
I cannot believe that I'm on a podcast and my father talked about Hawk Tuah right now.
We've talked about far more inappropriate stuff with your father. Okay?
Well, that's true.
I mean, there's been some inappropriateness. Okay?
Well, yeah, you and your Cialis.
Yeah. Well, make sure you're in the shot here. I feel like
I don't know. Am I? Mom.
Yes. Focus up, Jamie. Focus up.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ. Why thought we did this before the shot? I'm not. I guarantee you,
well,
I'm not.
Originally, you were there. Now you keep leaning back. You got to stay in your chair and quit leaning back. So we don't cut you off. You know, all your viewers, your fans of your burps, are going to be upset if you're not here.
Mom just caused me to show her.
She does that a lot.
We got Mom back there directing it up.
That's what she said.
Right.
That's what she said.
All right. Settle down over there. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Me and Glenn were talking about the pyramids briefly before the show. And I was like, because I kind of had some notes on this. So I'll throw it out here. So we were talking about like how they matched all around the globe and stuff. So I did some math on it. And like, they estimate that there's 2.3 million blocks in the pyramid. That's how many blocks it took. In just like the main Giza pyramid, okay? And they said it took 20 years to build. Okay? So I did the math on it. And this is not counting like, they used to have like outer casing stones that were polished that aren't there anymore. So I don't know if that includes those numbers or not. But they at that rate, 2.3 million divided by 20 years would be 115,000 blocks a year. Cut, moved, and placed. Okay? Some of the blocks were from 300 to 500 miles away. And it's granite, which is like the hard, or rose granite, which is the hardest granite to possibly...
Like the heaviest.
Yeah, it's hard to cut through. So they would have had to do 315 per day or 13 an hour. Which, the amount of manpower to even fathom like moving that many blocks or cutting that many blocks seems crazy. Like if you could cut 13 of those a day, that would be crazy. But let alone to move them. I mean, how do they move them 500 miles?
I mean, it took
maybe they had John Deere's back then. I don't know.
Maybe we lost them. I don't know.
Let's be honest. It took over like 12 hours to build the treehouse.
Well, that's true.
But
me and Glenn were hanging out.
Yeah, but there was about 40 boards in that treehouse.
Yeah, but they
had stones and shit to have to move and build.
It's crazy.
Your wood was already pre-cut and pressure treated.
Well, we had to cut it down. But anyway, the whole point is like it's just when you start looking at the math, it just seems crazy. And like I mentioned to him, like the pyramids down in Mexico, like I saw a video, the diameter of the base of the pyramids down in Mexico, the Teotihuacan. I'm saying that wrong, but they said the base of it is the exact same as the pyramid in Giza. So it's the exact same footprint, and it's exactly 50% of the height, even though it's not as tall, which is wild. Like how would from Egypt to Mexico? It's not like they were just walking over to their neighbor and saying, "Hey,
There's still a pyramid.
You guys do this." Like it's a very so nobody really knows when or how they were built, but it's very strange.
Yeah.
So I did want to talk about this. I had a note on it beside my hot tuah note about our experience.
This was below hot tuah?
Pyramids fall below hot
Okay,
tuah.
all right.
Especially on TikTok and YouTube.
Ah, shit. My dad's going to go home and Google hot tuah.
He's going to be like, God, she is pretty. I don't know. It's not about her friend's pretty too. I mean, where is this filmed at? Like
that thing.
So me and Sam have not ever had this drink before, and we had it this morning, a Bloody Mary, which
for free. That's the only reason why we had it.
To be fair, I would say honestly, me and Sam, we drink a fair amount. I think is the nice way to put it.
You have your own garbage truck that picks up beer cans.
Yeah, we fill up.
Shit came up my nose.
What is happening over there? What are you doing?
I'm so proud.
You know, that's it. Still got them. You got any more?
I feel like the Ghostbusters. I feel like Slimer.
Got it? I don't know. Bloody Marys.
He's Mexican now.
Bloody Marys. Yeah, you're over there burping nachos and stuff. All right. So we tried one this morning at an event. To me, it tasted like I mentioned this. It tasted like Old Bay seasoning, what you would drink after you boiled like crab legs.
I feel like all they did was add tomato sauce to a crab boil.
I was like,
well, the splash of vodka.
People drink this. This is their, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it cures a hangover. It does this." I'm like,
hair of the dog, bud.
All alcohol does that. You don't have to drink tomato juice to do that. It has nothing to do with the tomato juice. You could pour 3 shots of vodka into Gatorade, and that would cure a hangover also. Like, just an FYI.
Ooh.
So, I don't really understand the
what
the
did
love
you just
for the...
say? I think I just blacked out from it. What did you just say?
Into a Gatorade.
Oh.
That would probably do better than a Bloody Mary because there's electrolytes in it.
They must not have made it right because it was
so spicy.
It was
that covers up the vodka. That's the vodka taste is covered up with between.
But see, I want to taste the vodka. I actually like vodka, so I'm a little bit heavier on the vodka.
I'm very proud.
Are they supposed to have Tabasco?
Yeah.
Because that was very spicy.
It didn't have the spice to it. It was different.
You don't have to have it that spicy.
We
you
need
can just
to
put
go.
some salt in it just for the tomato.
If you want to do an actual, and I think it'd be a fun podcast to go do, go somewhere where they serve actual good Bloody Marys around town.
I'm assuming they knew how to make them.
That was where it was at, and it wasn't sponsored. Like it was, but it was made with Tito's. I will give them that.
I don't like they were
Tito's.
using like well vodka. The vodka wasn't what made it taste bad.
I almost wanted to chug
bartenders
it.
that were doing it, or they just
Yeah, they hired outside
so they had
bartenders.
a catered kind of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't anybody that worked at the.
Maybe
place that
they
we
they
were
were
at.
just trying to make them too fast or something. I don't know.
It just tasted like it was too like
It's
when
not
I
something I drink every day, but I mean it's they're not bad.
you like them.
Yeah, they're not bad.
You want to go do a podcast on a location with Bloody Marys?
Do you think there's some place that would let you in to do a podcast?
Yeah.
Podcast?
If we brand them and help
Oh.
them, yeah, they'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
They won't let us in.
you can just leave me in the chair.
It's
when
very unlikely they'll let us in.
Not you.
If they've seen this,
They'll let
they're
me in.
like,
They'll let the burp queen in.
I don't know if that's a selling point. They're going to be like, sir, you can come in and talk normally, but if she's coming, does she have any IPA beers with her? Because she can't come in here if she's going to drink those. This is a family restaurant. And you're just like, see, have you counted? We're at least 10.
No.
We're at least 10.
I lost count.
Because sometimes they're rapid fire. It's like, blah, blah, blah.
All right. So, can I ask him the question, or are you going to ask him?
What's your question? Oh, we can ask him about that. That's a good question.
All right.
What?
Wait. I'm going to ask because he's my dad. I'm going to ask.
Great.
Dad. So, you know, our podcast called Close Encounters of the Funny Kind. So, like, Close Encounters is like alien, Sasquatch,
Other various cryptids, Bigfoot.
other various things, like those weird fish things that they're always popping up and people are seeing.
Those
So,
called mermaids. They're
I
real.
saw one in Brazil. Did you see the video?
I saw it.
Okay. Anyways, Dad, do you believe in aliens?
Yes,
Holy shit.
There we go.
Seriously?
there's something out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're little green men or anything else. I don't trust anybody that says they've seen them because they all look like they're third generation removed from Sasquatch or something. But I don't know. I think just like the pyramids.
Yeah.
Somebody brought that shit here.
Oh,
That's what I
It
think.
I
wasn't-
forgot to add in on the pyramid. Sorry. Transformers.
Okay. Let's let Glenn finish talking.
Transformers.
In the movie Transformers, they build the pyramid.
They're the ones
Sam
that built
was
the
like,
pyramid.
Oh,
that's
I didn't know that.
it. That's how they got it.
Have you not watched
No.
Transformers 2?
No.
Okay, well, your grandson maybe. Okay, but anyways, tell me about your
But like what
aliens. I'm
we were
sorry.
talking about is I said like I don't think that the Egyptians built the pyramids. I think they discovered them. I think they just showed up and were like after the Great Flood and the Younger Dryas.
We'll
They
put
said,
our kings in there.
yeah, they said, oh, this is a good place to settle. Look at these massive buildings. And then they worshipped or created their gods or whatever because they were like, this is amazing. Gods must have built this. But it was just generations before that had built them. Whether it was...
Generations of aliens.
I
with
mean,
equipment.
I honestly don't understand how they built them. And nobody does. Like,
the
they
problem
say, well,
is-
they drug them on sand. I'm like, they did.
If there was written documentation of any kind that you could verify some of this stuff, but it's just like religion. The only written documentation is
She's playing her
very
game.
new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's within 4,000 years.
There's no hieroglyphs or writings about how or when they built the pyramids.
Right.
And you've seen the hieroglyphs in Egypt. It's on everything. They have them all over
Now,
all their
that doesn't
buildings.
mean that they haven't found something yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's
Like-
if no matter where my mental capabilities might be, if I built something that big,
Yeah.
I'd put it down somewhere where somebody after me knows,
You would
know
think
that I did it.
you're gonna
I put my name on the front of it or something.
You're
Well, they
gonna
did.
carve
They drew
it.
inside of it.
Right. There's
but-
writings in there. I just don't think they found everything that there could be.
They say that there's stuff underneath the pyramids that they won't like. There's certain gates and hallways and stuff that are locked for different tunnels. Like I've seen videos of people going in the pyramids. Like you can go in the pyramids right now. You go to Egypt, you can pay and go inside the pyramids. and there's gates blocking certain corridors and stuff. And I'm like, well, why?
Well, I saw that.
They say,
There was
well, it's
like a-
safety or whatever, but like, what's down there? You know?
Well,
And
it's just like in the Vatican where they have all the old documents.
yeah.
You're not allowed
They
down
don't
there.
let the average person go in there and
No.
look. You know, I want to go see what Jesus wrote or what whoever it was that wrote,
Right.
and I want to see something that was written 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. And it's all like,
And
it's a secret.
then I might believe some of this stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their own religion and their own thoughts and their own, you know, what they feel is probably right. But I don't think anybody really knows.
Yeah. That's the same thing. I feel like everyone's guessing. Like,
Yeah.
regardless, because I've said this before, like, the Christian religion borrows a lot of stuff from a lot of other religions that were way before that.
Right.
You know, so, you know, like I've mentioned to you, I said the flood story is in every culture. Like, there's a Chinese Noah, there's an Indian Noah, there's a Hindu Noah, like, I mean, Australian Noah, everywhere. Every culture all over the planet has a Noah flood story where somebody was contacted by God and told to build a ship, or, you know, and that's the whole thing with the Anunnaki and all
Yeah.
that stuff we talked about. They said, like, the whole building a ship thing wasn't a boat, it was a spaceship. Like, I've heard like crazy conspiracy stuff about that, where they were saying to build a spaceship to leave the planet and then come back. You know, I mean, but like to me, saying that doesn't sound any crazier than saying, like, somebody saying get 2 of each species and putting them on a, you know, like Noah's like, all right, I got 2 ants, let's just put these here.
Did you?
All right, got
you
2
saw,
snakes.
You
put
saw
those,
the thing.
like,
You saw the thing I tagged you in that said, "Think about Mars." So there's water on Mars, right?
they think there may have been at one point.
So the thing I saw today said, think of this, maybe we were on Mars because there's water there, and we damaged it, and we came to Earth.
I've heard that people they think that we may have come from Mars and settled here, and like we were talking about kind of before the podcast, we lost the technology. So a dying civilization from Mars, we were at an advanced technology.
Because we literally make movies about dying civilizations and saving them in space.
And we left there, crashed here where there was 5 spaceships or 50, landed here, and then we settled. And like we talked about, like you lose all that technology over thousands or millions of years because you're just trying to survive on the planet and hunt animals and build shelters and all. So like the spaceship that's there, that's cool, but like we can't go back to Mars, we can't go past Mars or whatever it was, so we're going to settle here. So all that technology isn't important to keep teaching down the line and teaching children, like, this is how you build a spaceship, because they were like, there's no other planet you can get to that's anywhere close to this, so let's focus on how to hunt an animal for 50,000 years.
Here's the great segue. You were around when the spacewalk happened, right?
The who?
How old are you?
69.
Yeah.
69.
He was around when they landed on the moon.
Yes.
Landed.
There's an
I'm a
episode
Joey.
on it.
I'm a Joey. Joey Tribbiani.
Maybe. Allegedly. But
I need another
what do you
beer,
think?
Jamie.
You don't need another beer.
Jamie, I need another beer.
What do you think? Did we land on the moon in 69?
Yes.
You think so? Okay. That's like we did a podcast on that, kind of going back and forth, and it's a lot of people lately. It seems like it's drifting towards that they may have filmed it. And there's a movie coming out.
There's a movie coming out.
We saw with like Channing Tatum and stuff, and I was like,
"Do you want to go see it with us?"
Yeah, I want to go see that.
So here's my pitch. They brought this up, and I've seen this in the trailer and stuff. A lot of it's saying that they went to the moon, but they filmed a backup in a studio, and then they kind of spliced it all together. But if that happened, then that means that they went to the moon early, and that wasn't live. Which that was my biggest thing, is how did they broadcast
they went to the moon. It all happened. Came back home, told about it, and then created the footage.
Like between studio.
How would they, if they didn't go? Well, no. If we didn't go to the moon, nobody knows what's up there. I mean, they don't know what the ground looks like. They don't know what it all. If we didn't go, then nobody knows.
We have satellites.
Well, we know what it looks like, but we don't know what actually putting a foot down on it would do.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, is it quicksand? Would you go, to the middle, or is it solid, or you don't know. So I think is it possible they filmed it? Yeah, maybe. But I think they actually went up there and did it. I think that they did that.
You do? You believe
Yeah.
in the moon landing?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm still on the fence. I go back and forth. Originally I did, and then I watched some stuff. And I'm like, maybe they didn't.
I mean, here we are.
It's hard
to. What was that? 60 years, 50 years ago?
69 was
Jamie, pull it up for us. Show us the moon
99,
landing.
09, 19.
Moon landing.
So it was over 50 years ago. Yeah,
50 years ago. So you would think that
You suck, Jamie.
that somebody out of NASA, all those thousands and thousands of people that built the rocket and shot it off and did all the things that had to be done with it, somebody would have talked by now.
Well, so you know this. Like, I just want to bring this. This was. I know you don't watch the podcast, but we talked about this. NASA has lost
The footage.
the original footage from the landing. There's no original film footage. Ron Howard approached them about doing a documentary. They said, we no longer have the original footage of it.
Did you sell it?
They lost it. It's gone. They also have. They said that it's in one of the it's episode 4, I think we talked about it. It's distracting. It's distracting when we're talking about stuff, right?
We're not eating Mexican.
Huh?
We're not eating Mexican
back
anymore.
back on topic. But they also there's I posted a couple videos in episode 4 where astronauts are saying that like we've lost the technology like to leave lower Earth
Lower
orbit.
Earth. Yeah.
They can't. They're saying they can't get out of it because of the radiation belt. I posted a video in episode 4. There's a lady on the space station. Her hair is floating, and she said, "I can't wait till we discover the technology to be able to get past low Earth orbit because there's a radiation belt around Earth." And they're saying that was the roadblock to get us out of Earth's orbit because the
moon is further than that.
Yeah. And there's some
I've
stuff.
never heard that, but
so that's the thing.
I don't doubt you, but
I'll send it to you. But like it's crazy. I posted I think 2 different things.
So now she's saying that
they
are at the level where they're at now, and that's as far as they can go.
There's another video I posted where the guy says we've lost the technology. They've lost the schematics. He said we're trying to develop it now. We don't know how to go back. We're trying to develop that technology now.
But yeah, they've been to Mars and they've been to
But
Saturn.
like, how would you lose the technology? It's kind of a big deal. We went to the moon.
Yeah.
This is like the biggest thing humans have ever done. You would think maybe we would keep track of that original footage. That's not something we just throw in a drawer in Janice's desk, the secretary that she threw away. When maybe we put it in a safe somewhere.
So, do you think this is leading on to a Mandela effect?
What, that we have been or we haven't been?
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Episode 2, I think.
Yeah, it's episode 2. But do you think because they're losing it, they're
I don't think
slowly
they're losing it.
They're
They're
slowly
just
creating a Mandela effect?
No, they just don't. They don't want people to go back because, like, if Ron Howard gets his hands on the original footage, he can go back and analyze it a lot. The original broadcast of the moon was broadcast. They wouldn't allow the news outlets to have a live feed of it, so NASA had a live feed. They projected it onto a screen, and they could record that. But they wouldn't allow them to have the live feed.
So they don't know. So we don't really know that what we saw was actually what
was it just
happened.
a recording?
But Dad, remember this. It's now 2024. If I drive on the back road back here behind our house, I don't give names, but there's a road back here, all of a sudden I don't have a signal.
That was
My Amazon,
that's my biggest
my Amazon Music doesn't play. My cell phone will not connect. Nothing works.
There's a dead zone.
In a dead zone. But in 1969, 1970, they can broadcast that we were on the moon, and here we are.
Well,
USA.
they talked to the president. They talked to
the president.
Was
they
it
can
Nixon,
do all
right?
of that. But in 2024, I drive in a 2-mile radius, and I get nothing. for 2 miles.
And that's the stuff when you start thinking about it, like, well, how did they send a live video feed from the moon with limited, like, they didn't have a giant satellite stored on the space, the spaceship or the little lunar thing. How did they beam that back live? There's no delay when he's talking to the president. There's no delay.
Yeah.
He's talking to Nixon.
No
I think he talks to Nixon on the phone, doesn't he?
Is it Nixon?
Kennedy.
No, Kennedy was already dead.
Gone. He was already gone.
And it wasn't LBJ. I think it was Nixon.
Yeah.
But he's talking. You're like, oh, it was great. And they're talking live. There's not like a 8-second delay. So there's just a lot of weird stuff. Like when you start looking into some of the YouTube stuff, if you Google fake moon landing, you can go down a rabbit hole, and it's crazy. But
so real quick, while we have Dad here, remember I told
Wait, just real quick. The one thing you got to remember is back in '69. People believed what they saw. Right. Because, and not saying that the things that are going on now weren't going on then, the misinformation, the bad information, the intentional bad information. Mm-hmm. So people they believed their government, they believed what the news told them because it was always true. Yeah. I mean, they had no reason not to believe it. So if it was a conspiracy, I mean, that's as good as the alien conspiracy being covered up.
Well, I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying?
You go back to
how were you or Area 69 or Area? What is it?
51.
51. No.
We'll go back to this. Like
how old were you when that started?
I don't even remember.
It was 47, so he wasn't alive
before me.
But like Kennedy, like I mean,
how old were you when Kennedy was shot?
It was 63, so I would have been 9.
Do you remember it?
I remember watching it on TV.
Watching the
I remember watching the
news,
pursuit.
like how, like you're.
I was young enough that I watched the processions and the parades through Washington, carrying him on that cart.
But did you see the news, like the day that it happened in Dallas?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I remember
I
remember coming home and knowing it happened.
You were at school?
No, I just remember coming. The only thing I remember about it is I came home and I sat down to watch TV, and here's this stupid thing still on for 3 days about the president. Who the heck cares?
Like cartoons, where are they at?
Yeah, I mean, I was 9. I mean, who cared?
Yeah.
And of course, years later, it's a big deal.
But see, like, I mean, looking at that, like, there's a bunch of people that have punched a ton of holes on that the government lied about that. Yeah. Whether they had,
we can have you on for another podcast about Kennedy.
We're talking about doing a full on like.
Or we can keep talking and chop it.
I'm gonna be honest. I've drank a lot of beer. I'm not gonna be able to keep talking much longer because I've got to go to the bathroom. So write that down.
You can go pee, Dad, and I'll talk.
Okay. You guys got this under control?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all keep rolling. I'm gonna go.
Dad's gonna put on his
He's gonna put on
glasses. Oh, we never turned the light on? It's backwards.
No, that's good. The light's not on.
So I'm gonna be this.
Sam set up the light. It's not on.
I'm just gonna be this blog sitting over here. Nobody's
just
gonna
a
see
blur.
me.
I feel much better.
You want to keep talking?
We can wrap it up if you guys are out of topics. I don't know what happened while I was outside.
I burped.
Where's my green glasses? I need the green glasses. That's what's wrong.
The green ones?
Are we still filming?
Yeah, still rolling.
Oh shit! My little prissy hands can't.
All right, well, we can wrap it up for out of topics.
We're not out of topics.
No, let's wrap it up anyway because I don't want to go too long. So, well, we might have Glenn back. You guys let us know if you liked having Glenn on, and maybe we can bring on.
Oh.
Yeah, which do you like best? Do you like the burping or the glasses?
What? I don't know. Maybe we could bring on Sam.
My dad and I are a pair.
We could bring on Sam's mom. I don't know.
Off the rails.
Oh yeah, you guys want my mom?
Well, that might. If we get Melanie to get a little Jim Beam in her, it might get interesting.
Oh shit.
But
That's it.
Well, let's look at that in the future. But some of the stuff on TikTok is going crazy lately. But once you guys go over to YouTube too and subscribe and like and comment on there.
There was something we were going to talk about tonight. Oh, you're going to talk about how I'm an old Chevy.
An old Chevy?
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about it because you can chop it up and add it in a short. So go ahead and talk about it.
We'll save your old Chevy story for next week, okay? When it's me and you. All right?
Oh.
But tune in next week. But we'll see you guys. And thanks for watching.
Bye.